Learn how to capture attention. My job is to wake people up. First step that I'm going to tell you on this retargeting masterclass that we're doing here today is that if you have not set up your business manager on Facebook, then that's going to be your first step. Business manager is actually your go-to place to be able to create these audiences. I call them buckets of people, okay? It's like, if you think about it, for example, like an analogy base, right? If you have, let's say that you are fishing on a particular pond, and that pond has an estimated 17,000 fish on it, okay? Well, how about if I tell you, look, Mary, John, Peter, okay? I have another pond that scientists actually did a survey on it, and they found that there's about 76,000 people on it, okay? And it's crowded with people, and nobody else is fishing on it, okay? It's actually like virgin territory. What would you think about that? Would you actually jump into that 76,000, or would you stay at the one that has 17,000 people on it, right? It's quite a simple choice. One of the things that as entrepreneurs, we always have to deal with is common sense, meaning that we're able to actually make a decision based on what we think is logical for us to do. If we think it's logical, we actually jump all over it, right? If I have a 76,000 potential versus a 17,000 potential, well, it's a no-brainer, right? I jump into the 76,000 audience because I have a greater chance of selling to people on that particular audience. So the same example as a fisherman, that they would actually make the right decision and go to the place where they find the better fish at bigger quantities with the greatest potential, that same example applies to building audiences on Facebook. If you build audiences on Facebook, as you build them, it is a snowball, meaning that every single day, as you invest money on building these audiences, you have a greater amount of people that you can now bring into your sales funnels. It applies to anybody. Again, no exceptions. If you're trying to sell products, you should be doing retargeting. If you're trying to get people to your Amazon listing, retargeting. If you're trying to generate leads for your clinic, no matter what it is, chiropractic, dentist, whatever it is, you need to be doing retargeting. Because what's going on today in this world today is that so much content is being produced. We have so many of these devices going around, smartphone devices, iPads, cell phones left and right, everybody with the ability to produce content right now, that your competition has dramatically increased over the last few years. No exaggeration. In 2018, we're going to end up producing more content than in the entire history of humanity combined. Why? Because we are all becoming content monsters. We are always recording, always documenting actively. So if you don't have a retargeting strategy in place for your business, then you're not going to be able to convert people, because people are being conditioned to not respond unless they have seen you before. There is an old rule in advertising called the rule of 7. That rule has been around for 100 years. And it states that in order for somebody to trust you and give you money, they need to see your face at least 7 times. That rule today has never been more accurate. Because today, people, if they have not seen you and you offer them something, they are conditioned to think that you are scamming them and trying to take advantage of them and trying to sell them something that is not true. You're trying to take their money from them. That's what's going on in the social media world. Now, why is that happening? Because while you are trying to sell them something, there's another 17,000 people out there that are trying to provide value to them, and that are trying to educate them, and that are putting videos in front of them, and messages, and content, and articles, and images, and pictures, and free webinars, and free education. Consistent bombarding of education along the way.